Well, as you know, I am on YouTube constantly, and I love young people because they're going through life and it's just banging every single day. I remember those days when I was young. It was like breaking up with a girl I was madly in love with, losing a good job because I was an hour late. In the state of North Carolina, a company can fire you for no good reason at all. There's nothing you can do except for unemployment, and that's it. This girl is generally miserable. And my whole thing is that with experience over the years of what I've learned and what I've gone through, that positivity is the only way to live. And you'll hear me say this over and over and over and over again. Negativity is a disease in life. It is a disease. You don't have to live in negativity. You don't. Now, once again, I want to tell all channels, she's got a 4-minute, this is a 4-minute vlog, and she's editing it. For what reason are you editing a 4-minute vlog?
Probably the kind of thing I should tell a therapist, but YouTube's a close second.
Now, let me tell you a little bit about therapy. And my daughter's an LCSW. Therapy is a very good thing to have. I went through therapy for years because of what my dad did to me when I was young. Pounding negative affirmations constantly. About the time my brain began to become developed as a young boy, I was hearing this over and over and over and over. My dad told me that it didn't matter what I did in life, I would be a failure. Period. I would be a failure. If I'd have known what I know now about positivity, I would not have needed any therapy. Because all that a therapist is trying to do is to lift you out of your negativity and sending you on a path of positivity. As I've said before, affirmations is a wonderful way to live. Putting those affirmations in your mind constantly over and over and over again. Now let's hear Danielle Peterson. And like I said, young people, I understand. I've been there where you are. It is not easy to be positive every single minute of the day. But getting on that bandwagon now will help you in the long run. I've always said that negativity causes depression, causes major health problems. It causes not getting proper sleep. It causes ruining of relationships. Okay? So, what I talk about positivity is a life that I learned to live. Now let's listen to Danielle and her editing a 4-minute vlog.
They say that comparison is the thief of joy. Now, I honestly don't think I can agree with something even more than I already do. I agree with it that much. Was that clear? I've been looking at other people's YouTube channels, people that are of a similar genre human to me, right? I do that to find inspiration. I wanted to see what videos of theirs worked, what kind of mood, what kind of, just what worked for them, because maybe that would work for me. Pickled red onions or the...
Let me stop again and tell all young people what you need to do is to reach out and look at successful people. And I've said this 100 times. I was told this. If you want something, you got to look. Carolina Prasenko, okay, she really watched Lindsey Sterling at a very young age, and that's what she wanted. She saw a successful violin player making good money and doing concerts, and this is what Carolina wants to do. if you're a young person, if you spend your time wallowing in negativity all the time, and you run around with people that are also negative, guess what? You're going to be stuck in the same old place you will always be. This girl's cute.
Best food ever. As I was looking through their channels for inspiration, I found that I felt sick to my stomach because I'm not as good as they are. It feels so ironic.
Okay. I'm not as good as they are. Okay, my question is, are they doing something you're not doing? In other words, do you see them as successful? If they're doing something you're not doing, what are they doing you can do? A good salesperson, I talked about old positive mental attitude, W. Clement Stone, Napoleon Hill. To this day, positive mental attitude speakers ride off of their coattails. Okay? Young people are trying to figure out life. They're trying to figure out what I'm going to do. What is my career? Can I ever fall in love with a man? Will I ever find love, for that matter? My dog just died. It broke my heart. I'll never get another dog because I love my dog so much. I got that job. It was my dream job. And they were cutting back, and I was the last hired, and I lost my job. Now, you see what I'm talking about? It's getting into that negativity all the time, crushing your soul. And you just can't seem to pick yourself up and get out there and go towards the goals you need to go on. Miserable. If you're miserable, I can almost tell you 1 zillion time %, it is negativity. Being miserable is being negative. If you can change your life and become more positive minded, reading books, learning how to reprogram your mind, learning how to be able, and like I said before, Christianity is okay. I've known a lot of people that have used Christianity and gone out and tackled the world. As long as you're using Christianity in a positive manner. As I said, there's a lot of negativity in Christianity that I ignore. So this young girl, I'm going to watch her vlog, but what I'm trying to tell young people is that you have the opportunity of what I did not have at a young age. When I was young, like I said, my dad did a mental mess on my brain. Now, yes, there was some physical abuse, but my dad was much older than my mother. So by the time I got into middle school, I could kick his butt easy. He never hit me again. Because I pushed him hard and he fell down on his back on the floor. And he got up in shock. He never hit me. But he continued to give me this mental crap. And I started fighting back with him. And we had major arguments. And my mother decided to send me to military school, Hargrave Military Academy. And then my dad died shortly after that, I think when I was in the 10th grade. But those messages that he gave me always was in my brain. That's what I'm talking about, positive affirmations. Positive affirmations keep you in a positive frame of thinking. My problem was I had so many negative affirmations, I was thinking negative all the time. So what happened? I went to a doctor and was diagnosed clinically depression and got on depressant medication. I was on this for a long time. And it really got to the point that I began to learn certain things. And as I always talk about the 12-step fellowship, In the 12-step fellowship, I heard a guy speaking, and he claimed that he was clinically depressed on medication and decided to wean himself and get off of it. Me being a counselor, because I was a counselor at that time, thought that was a bad thing. But then I began to think about what he was saying. If you can change the way you see life and you can look at it in a more positive manner and reprogram your mind, that medication is not necessary anymore because depression is negativity. They claim it's a brain imbalance. Your brain imbalance is the fact that you live a life of negativity. Everything is negative all the time. I don't want to go to work today. I'm too tired. I don't know if I want to eat. I'm too fat. Oh my goodness, my son, he came down with an awful cold. I don't know what to do. You know, and you allow this negativity flowing through your life all the time. And I ask you, why? Why do you? What's the point? It's just making you more and more miserable, isn't it? Now, on YouTube, there is a lot. There's Tony Robbins. Dyer, I remember him vaguely. He's got some good stuff too. You can come on and get, and I tell everybody, audio. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Hang on for a minute. Let's see if I can find it. These bad boys. Plug it up to your phone. Put these in your ears, like so. I want you to listen to positive affirmations over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. If you can, for a while, do not even listen to television or the news, because it's all negative stuff. So what do you really need to watch TV for? You know, I haven't watched television in years. So those positive affirmations that you go over and over in your mind, all of a sudden negativity disappears and you see life in a new way. On your job, you're more productive. Guess what? Once you have reached the level of positivity in your life, people will gravitate to you like a magnet. They will. They'll gravitate like a magnet. As I've said, Timothy Croft of Myers Park Presbyterian Church in Charlotte, North Carolina, was that type of man. Everybody wanted to feed off of him because he was so positive. Everything was beautiful. So my whole point is that give it a try. Why not? Or do you just want to wallow in your negativity every single day? Oh, I'm so miserable. Oh, this happened to me. My boyfriend doesn't love me anymore. I want my job. They treat me so bad. You know, and you can get into this mode, and when you're doing this, what are you doing? You're programming your brain to be negative. Okay, so this vlog, and like I said, the reason why I'm on this, because it means so much to me. When I was introduced to positive mental attitude, it changed the way I view life. And I've noticed now that, yes, I'm 69, I have health issues, I have problems, but I don't feed into it. I do what the doctor tells me to do. I'm a diabetic too. Huh? How did I become a diabetic too? So I can't do the things I can do anymore. So I can sit here and feel sorry for myself and go, I can't eat a Reese's cup anymore. I can't buy me a Pepsi Cola or a Coca-Cola. I can't eat that cake. and I could really wallow in that, but instead I just went, okay, I'm a diabetic too. I can't eat sweets anymore. Okay, I'm still breathing, I'm still alive, and I'm able to go out and do what I need to do. The last thing I'm going to say is that I'm hoping that you get something out of this. I really do. Because it comes down to the fact that if you begin to change the way you think and see life in a positive manner and resist all negativity, regardless of what you're going through, I've said this before and I'll say it again. A young lady I knew in the fellowship of AA was dying of cancer in extreme pain. She would still have ladies calling her because she was their sponsor while she was laying in the bed dying. She was helping somebody else stay sober. So it depends on where your brain's at the time. You can feel sorry for yourself, or you can lift yourself up and go, no, I don't need to, because life is beautiful, regardless of me feeling bad, awful, horrible, terrible. My cat died, my dog died, my child died, and it's kind of like I said, everything in life is positive if you just look for it. That's it, guys. Peace.